I'm going to tell you some bad news. Your ex-boyfriend, is it? Ex-husband?
I just call him my son's dad.
Son's dad.
We weren't ever married, but...
He died today.
What? How? What happened?
Someone shot him in the face.
In the face?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
This is Devin Schreiner, 26 years old, a postal worker from Fort Collins, Colorado, a mother of a 5-year-old son. When detectives sat her down to deliver the worst news a parent can hear, she didn't collapse, she didn't cry, she asked where. Within minutes, she was demanding to see her son and accusing detectives of calling her abusive. On October 13th, 2021, Jason Schaefer was delivering mail on his regular Wednesday route in a quiet neighborhood in southwest Longmont, Colorado. He was 33 years old, 7 years into his career with the Postal Service. 2 days earlier, he had filed paperwork in court requesting primary custody of their 5-year-old son. He was also now dating Devin's 19-year-old sister, Rosa, who had been living with Devin until Devin found out and kicked her out. At 12:32 in the afternoon, someone walked up to Jason at a cluster mailbox, shot him twice in the back, twice in the face, and pressed the gun against his forehead for a final shot, then ran to a waiting car and drove away. The shooting was caught on a Ring doorbell camera across the street. The car was a Nissan Rogue with a missing front hubcap. Devin drove a Nissan Rogue with a missing front hubcap. She knew his route, she knew his schedule, and her postal scanner, which should have been moving constantly as she delivered mail 30 minutes north in Loveland, sat completely stationary for 40 minutes. The exact 40 minutes Jason Schaefer was shot dead. Jason had just moved into a new apartment. He was planning his son's 6th birthday party for the following week. He'd spent his career delivering other people's mail on time, every time. The same reliability that let Devin predict almost to the minute exactly where he'd be. Welcome to the crime confession room. And now, let's begin.
I'm going to tell you some bad news. Your ex-boyfriend, is it? Ex-husband?
I just call him my son's dad.
Son's dad.
We weren't ever married, but...
He died today.
What? How? What happened?
Someone shot him in the face.
In the face?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
On his postal route.
He was working today? He doesn't...
Yeah. Yeah, he was working, and someone came up and shot him.
When did this happen?
12:32 today.
It is 6 o'clock.
Yeah. So, it's kind of a long story. I'll read you your rights just so you know about it. Let you know that we're recording this because we have to. We have to record everything. And just so don't play any games with you, because I don't like to play games with people.
Read me my rights?
Yeah, just get it out of the way.
For what reason?
Well, it's your son's dad died today, and so please typically look at the butler or the ex or somebody who owes him a lot of money. So we need to ask you some questions about him, do our due diligence.
I was at work today.
Okay, perfect. You got a good excuse. Shouldn't be a big deal. But I want to ask you about it. I want to exonerate you if possible, and then move on to the next suspect. Do my job and see, work. I mean, I'm sure you're concerned about his death and you want to investigate it fully. You don't want us to sweep anything under the rug.
No, of course not, but
in police investigations, this is like standard 101 stuff. And so I don't want to do anything, because the case is so serious, I don't want to do anything to violate your rights.
My rights and my son's rights were violated when you took him from school and did not contact me.
Yeah, so that's what I want to talk to you about. So let me read you your rights, just so you know what they are.
It's fine.
So I want to talk to you about this case.
I need to see my son.
We need to figure out what's going on and how your baby's father died. So we're not going to let the son go just yet.
Wait, he doesn't need to go, but if he can can I at least see him first?
Right now, no.
Why?
Right now, no. Because we got to figure out if the butler killed your the baby daddy's son, or if you killed the baby daddy's son, or if a bookie killed him, or if it's a random person killed him. I don't know who killed him, and I don't want to turn over the ex to the baby until I know that everything's legit and that you're calm and that you're rational and you're not a crazy person because I've never met you before.
I'm not calm. My son was taken. Nobody told me that anything happened. My son was taken from school by either police, and I was not informed, or by somebody who is not legally allowed to pick him up from school.
Yeah. So here's what's going on. We went out to the school and we said we don't want anyone picking up a child until we figure out who's who and who's safe, who we can release a child to. If the ex-husband shows up at the school and the wife's dead, we're not going to release a kid to the ex-husband who just killed the mother. That's going to put the kid in harm's way. So that's just standard police 101 business.
But nobody called me.
Yeah.
When did you pick him up from school?
Probably about 3.
Okay, I called his daycare at 5-ish, and she said he was still there.
Well, maybe we picked him up at 4:30ish then.
It doesn't matter. I called him called the lady that runs the daycare, because I also used to work for her, because she knows me.
Okay.
And she said yes, is still here with us.
Okay. So I don't think she's lying. We probably picked him up at 4:30. I didn't go there. I haven't been to the school. But when we got a homicide like this, we had a lot of people working on it.
Okay, but then they have my contact information.
Yeah.
So they couldn't have said...
Yeah, you're not listening though. We didn't want them to release a child to you.
Don't release him to me, but nobody even told me his whereabouts.
Well,
I thought he was with his father.
The police escorted him back here, and Rosa was here as well.
Why? She is not his guardian.
No, she's not his guardian.
Okay, then why was she here?
We're not releasing her yet. We want to find
So
out
she's with him? She's with my son?
We're all with. She's being interviewed by a detective because we're not sure who she is.
She's my sister.
The child is here. The child is being interviewed by a forensic interviewer.
He should not be interviewed because I didn't give consent for him to be spoken to.
He's a witness, so he doesn't need consent from the person.
Was he there? Was he in the...
But he's going to tell us about the relationship between you and his father.
But I don't...
You don't understand.
He's 5.
Well, he might not have anything to say. But
no, I don't understand how this can all happen without me even knowing that anything happened in the first place.
Because we don't release children to abusive husbands that kill their wives.
So you're saying that I'm abusive and I killed his father?
She hasn't asked a single question about who might have wanted Jason dead. Her first, second, and third demands are all about custody of her son.
Saying that this is police standard practice 101. We don't release children to people we don't know.
I'm not asking you to release him. I am asking why I was not contacted in any sort of form about my child's whereabouts or that there was even an incident.
I don't know about that specifically. I know we wanted to find you and we were trying to track you down.
You could have found me when you picked him up from school because they have my information. I pay for him to go to that school. Yeah. They have that information.
Well, I'm going to talk to the officer that did that. Like I said, I wasn't there. Okay. We're kind of going around in circles here. I'd like to exonerate you if you didn't have anything to do with this and get you out of this police department.
Yes, because I would like to see my son.
I don't think you want to hang out with me, and I think you want to see your son, and I want to check off all the boxes and make sure we can release the Sunday night.
I saw my father. I saw my father's car in the parking lot. Is he here as well?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay.
We had about 30 detectives working on this. There's a lot of people here. We brought in a lot of neighbors. We brought in a lot of other people. So I'm not sure. So let's go back a little bit so I can see who you are and see whether or not I can release a child to you. Does anyone have it up for your? What do you refer to him as? Do you just refer to him as?
I just literally say my son's father or Jason.
Jason. Do you know of anyone that want to get Jason in trouble?
In trouble? No.
Or out to get him? Want to shoot him?
No.
Nothing like that? Okay. Does it surprise you that someone would go up and shoot him?
Yes, it surprises me a lot. I don't. Okay. I didn't know. I don't know anybody that would want to hurt him.
How was your relationship?
It was never great. I mean, it started out okay, and then we had him, and it wasn't great. He left us when he was 6 months. he moved out, and we tried, I guess,
Okay.
a couple of times to work things out, but it never worked.
Okay. I don't want to get up in your business and know all that, but police aren't there every day. Nothing.
No.
I mean, just a bad relationship that didn't take off the ground.
I had filed a restraining order against him back in, I don't know, 2015, 2016, at the end or the beginning of the year. I don't remember. We had an altercation, and I asked him to leave my house because he wasn't living there anymore, and he got a little physical while I was holding my son, and he was an infant at the time. And so I filed it to get him to back off a little bit, and when I went to make it permanent, they're like, you know how hard this is going to be, like, if you make it permanent, like, it's going to be really hard to do transitions because he has partial custody and all of this stuff, so that's going to be really hard, like, you understand that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was a new mom, like, I couldn't do it by myself, and
Raising kids is tough.
yeah, and I was like, I don't, hopefully that won't happen again, and so I didn't make it permanent.
Okay. Well, that's understandable. Everyone has their reasons for getting restraining orders, and everyone has their own reason why they don't make it permanent. And I'm not here to judge your actions about why you decided to do what you decided was best for you. So I'm just trying to get a snapshot of your relationship. We saw your car in the area of the crime scene. Your car was a Nissan Rogue that is missing a front passenger front hubcap. We got your car on a license plate reader a little while ago with your license plate, and it has that front passenger hubcap missing. Sure enough, in the videos around the crime scene, that car is there with that front passenger bumper or hubcap missing. You said you're at work today, but your scanner goes off before the homicide and turns back on well after the homicide, and they track your scanner that's used at work to your boyfriend's house, AJ. So that's really kind of concerning. And we caught the shooting on one of the Nest doorbell cameras from across the street. So I'm really kind of concerned. I know that you got served just the other day with the child custody order, and you're a little upset about that. You told AJ, you told Devin in the past that AJ knows where you live, and that he'll shoot you if he needs to.
I've told who?
You told that to Devin, and Devin told that to Rose, your sister. Yeah. Well, Jason heard that from you, and then Jason told Rose that, and Rose told us that. This happened about a year ago.
That
AJ knows where you live, Jason, and AJ will shoot you, Jason. You said that.
I said that? I've never said that.
So why is your car in the crime scene area? Why are you in that area in your car, and why are you turning off your scanning?
I didn't turn off my scanner.
No, you did.
No, I did not.
Postal inspectors are here.
Turn off my scanner.
You didn't go with the scanner. The scanner's at your boyfriend's house, or somewhere in that area, in front of it, or in a bush somewhere in that area. It wasn't with you. Okay, they have a breadcrumb trail and GPS on your scanner.
Yes.
And the postal inspectors are here, and they said, before the homicide, you're not doing anything with the scanner. It's stationary for like 3 hours or more. And it should be mobile because you're working, but it's at your boyfriend's house. And why is your car in the crime scene area? We've got video of your car in the crime scene area.
I don't know why it would be on camera that my car was down there, but I don't.
Listen.
If I don't scan packages, then obviously I'm not doing that. But I did stop I did stop at his house for my lunch break, sort of.
Devin, I think you're a good person, but something's not right here. I think the gig is up. There's something weird going on here. Everything is pointing to you being involved in this shooting. People don't go around just shooting postal people.
I mean, I work for the post office, and I have before, and I have been.
And supposedly you're on video 2 weeks ago breaking into the Longmont post office. That's a separate
didn't
issue.
break in. I work for the post office. I'm allowed to go in.
But who cares about that? That's just a stupid burglary.
Burglary?
Yeah. Let's talk about the homicide. What's your involvement in this? Because I think there's a lot more than you're telling us. the video of the shooter looks kind of like you. It's from a distance, but it looks like your height and your build. It doesn't look like AJ's height and build. It doesn't look like Castaneda's height and build. It looks like your build with a black hoodie. Now, we're going to search your house. We're going to do a gunshot residue test on you.
Sorry, go ahead.
So we're not going to leave any stone unturned, but we're going to get to the bottom of this. And this is your out to tell me what type of involvement you have, because it's very concerning. Your car being there, you turn your scanner, not bringing your scanner, the GPS not moving during the homicide. You're getting served just the other day with custody papers.
I got an email about it saying that they were going to file something.
On like the 11th. You had to serve with some sort of court notice of changing custody, something.
Well, I just got an email saying that we were going to have to go to court for it.
Okay. So what's going on here? Are you behind this homicide? Is AJ behind the homicide? We got two different cars, it looks like.
Two different cars?
Yeah, it looks like there's a car leaving the scene of the crime. Maybe it's just a witness who saw the shooting and is getting out of there. Maybe it's the shooter, but we saw your car in there moments before the shooting. And there can't be that many Nissan Rogues that are 2017 that are missing the front passenger hubcap. So you're involved in this, okay? And I want to know what your involvement is. Did a boyfriend try to tell you that he's going to take care of this? Were you involved in it? Because someone is there doing this. It's not a random shooting. And so the gig is up, okay?
I read on the way here about what happened, and they said that a man shot him.
That's what we originally thought, yeah. Now we're thinking it could be you. We're thinking it could be maybe your boyfriend. Thank you? That's not the question. That's not the right answer.
What am I supposed to say?
We're trying to get all this evidence together, and we're trying to put the pieces together. And I don't think you're being truthful with me. And I want to know why your car's there, why you're not using the scanner, why the scanner was left there. It looks like you're involved in this. So tell me why you're not involved in this. The whole thing about staying at your boyfriend's house for 3 hours doesn't seem very credible to me. So I'm asking you, did you have AJ do something? Do you think AJ was involved in something like this? Do you think
No.
Castaneda? Or if not, maybe it looks like it's you.
Castaneda, I don't...
The other boyfriend? Castaneda?
Well, I know who that is. I just don't understand how he's...
I don't know, one of your boyfriends. One of your associates. Someone killed your ex.
Hey!
We're going to do a gunshot residue test on you.
What do you mean A?
No, we're going to do a gunshot residue test on you to see if you have any, when you fire a gun, all this gunshot powder comes out and it covers you. It covers your face, your hair, your clothes, your hands. Have you been around any guns lately? Have you been shooting anything lately?
No.
So we do a gunshot residue test, it's going to come back negative?
It better.
Listen,
I feel like...
I'm trying to figure out if you did this or if someone else did this, and my bet is you have someone else involved in this, maybe a friend, and so I'm trying to figure out if you talk to me about this, I don't think this is a coincidence that your ex got shot in the face today. It looked like a hit. Looks like someone pulled up, ran out, shot him, ran back to the car, sped off, fired 5 times. He died right there. I don't want to arrest anyone that didn't do a crime, but your car is there. Your car is there. You turn your scanner off, your GPS. Well, you didn't turn it off. We're not going to mince words. You left your scanner at your boyfriend's house. You said you were at work all day. You're not at work.
I am at work. I'm on my route.
For like 3 hours, you left your scanner there?
I stopped. I left it in the truck while I went into the house.
And then your car is in the crime scene. That's a lot for a jury to try to swallow. So we saw the car in the area, but there's also another car. So that's why I'm thinking maybe someone else is involved. Maybe things went a little too far, and you thought maybe your boyfriend was going to rough him up, and then, oh crap, your boyfriend shot someone. And I don't want to look at you for this. There are exes out there, men, women that say, this guy's doing me dirty, go send him a message. You're not going to go fight your ex, you're not going to go punch him. That'd be too easy, but send someone else there to rough him up. And you sent him in to rough him up, and holy crap, he shot him. And maybe that's not what you were expecting. Maybe you just want him roughed up a little bit. Or he said, I'm going to go rough him up. You're like, no, don't rough him up. But let's go over there, I'm going to rough him up. Maybe you just want to keep him calm a little bit. And then instead of roughing him up, he kills him. So I'm trying to find out. I think you're definitely involved in this, but maybe you're down here where you're just trying to prevent something. Okay? Maybe you don't want this hothead, whoever it is, to go beat him up. Maybe
He's not a hothead.
Well, I don't know who he is, but whoever's there, maybe they went too far and you didn't know it. So that's why I'm trying to give you some type of plausible deniability. This happens all the time. I can tell you some stories about it if you want to, but
because of who I am related to him.
And your car.
But I don't. There was things in the past that have happened with him and I that I could have gone to court, or I could have tried to call the police. I mean, I have, and it didn't help. But there's other things that I could have done. Why would I shoot him?
I don't know. I don't know why people ever shoot people. And I'm not saying you shot him. Maybe someone else shot him. Maybe people just lost their temper. Someone shot him. We know that. Someone shot him 5 times in the face. That's kind of a lot of hatred. They didn't steal anything from him. They didn't have any issue with him. There wasn't a traffic road rage case. Someone shot him because they were really upset with him. They shot him in cold blood. They shot him 5 times and let him bleed to death there. That's someone who knows this guy. And you know him very well. And you know the people who know him very well. And
I don't know the people that know him.
You know AJ, you know Castaneda.
They don't know him.
Your car was there. Okay? Your car was there. So tell me someone borrowed your car.
I was at work on my route, which is not close to not super close to the post office.
Why is your car in Longmont when your scanner is
I don't know. I am on my route working.
Do you work in a mail truck or your personal car?
No, I work in a mail truck.
Okay. So why is your car down here killing your ex?
I don't know. But it
you
sounds
understand
like
why that's so concerning to me.
Yes, I do understand
so did someone borrow your car? Help me out here.
I don't know, but it seems like with all of these things that you're going to be doing that I need to have a lawyer or ask for a lawyer, or I don't know.
Yeah, you can have a lawyer.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say about that, but
I'm on that.
But
I'm on that. I'm going to take your phone. I'm going to apply for a search warrant to search it. I'm going to have a female come in here and help you get changed out in privacy off camera, so we preserve your rights. I'm not going to ask any more questions about this homicide, and so let's get that going. Okay, I'm going to treat you with respect, and let me get that going. Okay.
A different investigator sits down with her next. This one, a postal inspector, not a homicide detective. His approach is completely different.
But let me start off with, how long have you worked up at the Loveland Post Office?
Since the end of June or the beginning of July. I don't remember my exact date.
So June or July of this year?
This year, yes.
And what do you do up there? Are you a carrier?
I'm a rural carrier, yeah.
Okay. And you drive a postal vehicle?
I'm just a sub. I'm an RCA, so I don't have a regular route, but yeah, I drive a mail truck.
As an RCA, that's a rural carrier associate?
Yeah.
So you just show up, you don't have a regular route, you just show up and they say, hey, I need you on Route 19, I need you on Route 30, I need you on Route 40?
Yeah.
Okay. What days do you work?
I work every day except for usually Mondays or Mondays off.
Okay. So every day but Monday, and that's your regular day off generally?
Generally. I mean,
okay.
I feel like you would know this, but maybe not. I don't know how.
I didn't have time to pull any.
No, I don't mean that. I just mean like as working for the post office as an inspector. Like I assume you would know how the process works.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, different offices run differently. So, and schedules rotate. Sometimes you can have rotating days off.
You see
what I'm saying?
Usually have Mondays off.
Okay. For the next several minutes, the inspector walks her through her entire morning. It sounds like small talk. That's deliberate.
So tell me about your day. So you started scanning packages, you started your route, and then what happened?
my guy AJ, he lives on that route, and so since Wednesdays are his day off and things are very complicated with us, I try to see him on his day off.
Okay. So you stop by on your route.
Yes.
Hang out with him. Did you do that today?
Yes, I do it every Wednesday.
Okay, every Wednesday. That's kind of your normal routine.
Yes.
What time did you get over to his place?
I don't know. I don't know exactly when I got over there.
Okay.
I wasn't really looking at the time. I was ahead of what I normally am for that day. Not by like a lot, but you know, like I'm there around, I don't know, noon, so I think I was a little bit ahead of schedule, so I was able to stop, and I was happy that I would be able to take a little bit more time to take a lunch and spend some time with him.
Okay. So is that what you actually did today then?
Yes.
Okay. What'd you guys do? Just have lunch?
No, we just ate and talked and argued.
Okay. So what'd you guys do? I know you said you argued, but did you watch TV? Did you do any other activities?
No.
Okay. What were you guys arguing about?
Some stuff we always argue about.
Okay. Can you share it with me? I mean, trust me, I get into my fair share of arguments too. You don't have to go into detail if you don't feel comfortable.
I just, we've been trying to make things work for a while and they're not working, and we have a lot of differing views on things, I guess. Especially with his ex-wife living with him.
Okay. I'd imagine that's a big source of frustration for you too, and for you specifically. Are they kind of doing it because it's a financial type thing, maybe?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
It's one of the problems.
Okay. And then, how long do you think you guys argued?
I don't know. I didn't really look at the time.
Okay. What did you do when you left his house? Did he go with you? Or you were in your postal vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys, what happened after that?
We argued for a while, and then he got angry and left, and I stayed in my truck, and I was very upset, so I was crying, and I was in my truck, and waited for a while until I was able to calm down.
Mm-hmm. What made you so upset this time as opposed to any other time?
Because I'm always upset.
Okay.
It's not any different.
When he left, where did he go?
We don't know.
Okay.
Over the next several minutes, Devin walks through a chain of phone calls. A coworker who heard something happened in Longmont. A friend out of state who somehow knew before Devin did. Each call checks out on its own.
Did you call anybody on the phone and tell them you were upset about what had happened, or with your boyfriend? Did you say AJ? With AJ?
No. I tried to call him and talk to him about it after I calmed down, and we have a lot of phone calls back and forth of talking and stuff like that. I spoke to a coworker who was talking to me and just said, like, hey, did you hear that something had happened down in Longmont? Like, we heard that somebody that worked at the post office got hurt, and that was kind of it. We talked about the route, but we didn't think that was about it. But no, I don't.
Who was that person that you talked to?
It's just another sub there.
Another sub at?
Longmont, I'm so sorry, Loveland.
At Loveland?
Yes.
Okay. What's that?
I don't talk to anybody.
So run me through that again, I'm confused. So you had a hoodie on yesterday because it was cold? Okay. And then what happened? What color hoodie was that?
It's black.
Okay, so you had a black hoodie on yesterday. What time did you finish your shift yesterday?
7:15.
Okay.
So pretty late last night.
So pretty late. And then it was at the Loveland Post Office as well? What route was that yesterday?
Route 10.
Okay. Do you have a locker there, or do you don't, so you carry your lunch or whatever, your clothes back and forth?
Mm-hmm.
So you would have thrown your hoodie in your Nissan?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other vehicles or just that Nissan?
Just
Just
the Nissan.
the Nissan? Okay. So you had the hoodie in the Nissan. Did you wear the hoodie today though? You said you wore it yesterday.
No, I had it on when I went home, and it's at home. Right
Okay.
now.
It's at your house right now and not in your car or anything? Okay. When did you take it into the house?
I wore it home last night because it was cold.
Okay. So you wore it into the house yesterday, took it off. Where is it now? Is it like in the washing machine or
Just hanging up.
just hanging up? Okay. Do you normally wear like a mask or anything when you're delivering mail, like a COVID style mask? Okay. You never wear any type of masks or anything over your face?
No, I have some with me. There are certain routes that I go on that I have to, like on my primary, I have to go into an assisted living facility. So they require that I put a mask on to go in. But it's in Loveland, so most people don't care
Okay.
if you have a mask on up there or not. It's not like down here.
Okay. Do you know how Jason passed away today?
Yes, they said he was shot.
Okay. Who said that?
The detective.
Okay. The detective told you he was shot.
The detective told me he was shot in the face.
The detective said shot in the face. Okay. How'd that make you feel?
I don't know. I don't have anything against guns, but obviously I don't own one, so I don't.
Now, how did it make you feel to find out that the father of your child was shot in the face with a gun?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, I'm very upset about it. I know that, like I said, I know that we've had our issues, but.
Okay. So, they're going to have to take, at some point, your clothes, to take a look at it to make sure we're tracking right. Would there be any reason when they put your clothes under a microscope, they're going to see any type of gunshot residue? Okay. You're 100% positive that they won't find any? Okay. And if they do, what would that mean?
Couldn't give you an answer for that.
Okay. They're going to look at your clothing. They're going to look at your shoes. They're going to see if there's these droplets. They're going to see if there's any gunshot residue. And when they do find those, we want to have an explanation for those. You see what I'm saying? Like,
What is it you're saying that you're
no, I asked you. No, I asked you if they were going to,
and I answered.
and you said no. So, and I appreciate that because that's one of the tough questions I have to ask people, especially since this was is the father of your child. Okay. One of the things I really need to ask you about, and I know you're probably nervous, and this is a stressful thing, but one of the things that we went out and did today, or the police department did, and they had a lot of help, is they pulled surveillance video from a lot of different locations in the area.
Yes.
They actually captured what happened on one of the surveillance videos.
That's what the detective said.
Okay.
Yes.
They also captured the vehicle that was involved on the surveillance footage. And they captured the license plate.
Okay.
And it was your vehicle that was over there.
That's what the officer said.
Yeah. So I need to find out, honestly, what happened today.
That is also what the officer said.
Okay. But I need you to tell me, how do you think something like that could happen?
I don't know, and that is where I asked the detective to speak to a lawyer.
Do you think somebody stole your car?
Again, I'm going to ask to speak to a lawyer if we're going to continue with this questioning. I don't have an answer for that.
Okay. So, let me make sure I'm clear with you. If we don't talk about the car, you're fine to continue to help me with Jason. But you don't want to talk about the car.
I don't want to talk about something that you are saying is incriminating me.
Okay.
When I did not do this.
I'm just saying that the vehicle was there.
And I just said I don't have a response for it.
Okay.
I don't have an answer. I don't know how to tell you that
Well,
the car was there while I was at work in Loveland.
Okay. Well, if you're fine with it, can I show you a picture of the car that was there? Would you be comfortable with me doing that?
You can show me whatever you'd like. Like I said, I'm asking for a lawyer to speak to for any further questioning.
Okay. So you don't want to talk to me anymore to help us with this at all anymore?
I have helped.
Okay. So I just want to make sure we're clear. You don't want to talk to me anymore about this? You're seeking an invocation of your right to an attorney, which is fine. I just want to make sure we're absolutely clear, because before you weren't. I want to make sure, because it seemed like you were helping me, and we were working on it, and I'm trying to figure out, like, did somebody take your car or anything like that? So I don't want
nothing to hide about my day because I was at work.
Okay.
So
okay.
That's why I said I'm willing to give you the information that you are going to be having anyway when you contact whoever you contact at my job.
Okay.
It's all the information you're going to be getting.
Okay.
There is nothing being hidden. There's nothing else.
Okay. So if we don't talk about your car, do you want to continue this conversation, or are you done with the conversation?
There really isn't else
anymore?
to say. I've said my day. I've said what I needed to say. I don't see what other questions you would have.
Well, I'd like to know, who do you think would have done this to Jason?
I don't know who would have done this to Jason. I don't know his life anymore. I am no longer a part of it. He made that perfectly clear when he decided to, for a lack of better words, sleep with my sister.
So I didn't know that. Okay. Can I talk to you about that, or do you want an attorney?
There's nothing to hide with that either, so I will answer questions about that.
Okay. You're okay answering questions about your sister?
Yes.
Are they dating?
They are living
or they're
together.
sleeping together?
They're definitely sleeping together in front of my son, which is how I found out. I'm a 5-year-old.
Okay. How old is your sister? Is she of age?
19. She
Really?
just turned 19.
Okay.
Not too
How old
long
are
ago.
you?
26.
So this is your younger sister?
Yes, this is my baby sister.
2 days before Jason was murdered, he filed for primary custody of their son. He was also living with her 19-year-old sister. Investigators had spent nearly 2 hours trying to understand the motive. She just handed it to them, unprompted, in one sentence. On March 7th, 2023, Devin Schreiner was found guilty of first-degree murder. Under Colorado law, there was no discretion in sentencing, life in prison, without the possibility of parole. 6 months later, A.J. Ritchie was convicted for his role, tracking Jason's route for hours, staying on the phone with Devin until the moment she arrived. He received the same sentence and was sent to the same prison system he had once worked in as a corrections officer. During sentencing, Devin said nothing. She turned away from the courtroom and covered her face with her hands. If you made it this far, you're the reason this channel exists. Every subscribe pushes these cases to more people who need to see them. Hit the subscribe button now. I'll see you in the next one.